All right. I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Yakwadash, double and honors to the elders at GMS who's pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom. And this is CNN News, and it says the title here. This is going to be quick. It's just an update on what's going on. And Trump just announced that he'll be paying 50% of the food stamps this November, man. You know, but the title of this article says Trump administration will provide only half of the usual food stamps benefits in November. The Trump administration said Monday that it will provide only half of the normal food stamps benefit for November by tapping into the program's contingency funding amid the government shutdown, but recipients are not likely to see the payments immediately. Some $4.65 billion from the supplemental nutrition assistance program contingency fund will be obligated to cover over 50% of eligible households currently aliments for November, according to the sworn statement from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Officials submit in the federal court. The remaining $600 million in the funding will be used for state administrative expenses and nutrition assistance for Puerto Rico and America's Samoa. So yeah, it's a lot. But you know, the point is that I guess people are gonna get 50% of their food stamps benefits back. You know, so hopefully these jakes, man, they spend it on food that they can last them at least 2 to 3 weeks. You know, but. Yeah, I just wanted to bring that out. That was just an article, but the title of this lesson is that things could very well get out of hand, man. You know, things could very well spiral because it's too much. You know, the elites, they're playing with people's livelihood. You know, and basically playing with people's emotions, man, to where it could very well get out of hand. And just on the 4th, man, they came out, and a lot of people has been getting laid off, man. A lot of people has been losing their jobs. You know, lately, Amazon had fired, I think, 400,000 workers to replace them with robots, man. You know, and who works at Amazon? Mostly Jake and Issachar, man. You know, that works in Amazon, man. You know, and you know they replaced Jake with robots, man. You know, now Jake doesn't have nowhere to go, man. You know, but I'm gonna just read a little bit. The title of this article, this is an article from KTXS 12 ABC. The title of this article says the U.S. layoffs to surpass 1 million workforce solutions of West Central Texas CEO responds. According to Challenger Gray and Christmas, an estimated of 950,000 job cuts have been occurred since the beginning of 2025, and that the number is projected to exceed 1 million before the new year. This is the largest spike in layoffs the country has seen since the pandemic, But just stopping right there, that a lot of people is losing their jobs. A lot of people are being cut. Their EBT is being cut. A lot of people are losing their Section 8, their government assistance, man. So basically, Jake is feeling it, man. The Israelites, Israel, man, is feeling it, man. They're feeling that that the mirth is gone, man. That happy partying spirit is gone, man. And what this recent holiday, you know, Halloween, man. Jake has had, the spirit of these holidays have faded, man. And Jake used these holidays to suck out every ounce of satisfaction from these holidays and upliftment from these holidays as they can, man. Because these holidays, man, they don't I don't celebrate them, but when we used to, when we didn't know any better, man, people used to be all like in Christmas, all that jolly spirit and whatnot, and now since Halloween passed, man, Halloween, felt like to me it felt like a normal day, but I know that when the expression on people's faces, man, the spirit wasn't the same, man. Something was off, but a lot of people has been their livelihood has been taken from them, man, and it's mostly Jake, man. And Edomites too, man. Edomites been laid off too, so Edomites are feeling it too, but mostly you Jakes, man. They're starting to feel the pressure, man, and this is just a cat and mouse game for the elites, man. To mess with Jake, to mess with Jake, man, and to play with their emotions, man, to get that order out of KO brewing, man. But they're slowly taking away provisions from you Jakes, man. They're taking away your jobs. They're taking away your source of income. Jakes are really out here struggling financially, man. A lot of people took out loans and they not paying the loan back, man. A lot of people a lot of Jakes are financially struggling more than ever, here in 2025, man. And it's only gonna get worse, But mass layoffs, they cut off EBT, man. Trump says he's gonna give 50% of EBT back. So I don't know how much money they was making from EBT, but what I seen with the minimum that I seen was $800. So they might cut that from $800 to $300, $400, man. That these people are gonna get back in their pocket, and hopefully that these Israelite women, I mean, these women, man, Eve, man, she does something with this EBT money and like I said, spend on something that can last at least 2 to 3 weeks, man. And not buying all those Reese's and Skittles and sugary snacks and drinks, man. But moving on, it says this is Fox News 26, and it says Houston passengers at Houston Bush Airport shared a video of a long TSA line on Sunday morning. She said her priority lane took about 30 minutes. As of 4 p.m. Sunday, Bush warned that the wait times may go over 3 hours. TSA at Hobby Airport could take over an hour, man. And and even this, man, that since the government shut down, the TSA members hasn't been getting paid, man. You know, the people haven't been getting paid, so people been leaving their jobs, man. People been quitting their jobs, man. They're not getting paid to work their jobs, man, to feed their family, to get their daily necessities, man. So I mean, why would you stay? If the government has been shut down for a minute, man. So even TSA employees, man, they've been quitting their job, and that causes people who need to who needs to go to country or travel, man, to be in a halt, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on that's dealing with people, and people are really starting to feel it. And this is ABC News. Hundreds of people lined up for food assistance at the Central High School on Saturday, and funding for this month's SNAP benefits has ran dry. And the Department of Agriculture said the Trump administration has committed to partially funding the SNAP with a $4.65 billion payment, but using emergency funds to pay for reduced SNAP benefits could take a few weeks, up to several months. A top of USDA officials told the federal judge in a sworn court filing today on Monday, man. But even that, man, a lot of people has been going to these food banks, man, and getting food from these food banks, man, and it's all gonna come down the line to where the American people are just getting sucked dry, man. They're getting drained, man, to where when all these provisions run out, to where they can't get no food no more at these food banks. They can't get food at their local church or whatnot. They're gonna look forward to these stores, man. And there's already been a lot of Jakes stealing and whatnot. But it's only gonna get bad to where they gotta issue order out of KO, man. But yeah, and they starting to feel it too, man. You can just see it in these people. When you go to work, man, you can just see it in these people, man. Hundreds of people lined up for food assistance at the Central High School on Saturday. Yeah, I already read that. But yeah, a lot of people, man, starting to feel it, and it's only gonna come down to the line to where they're gonna turn into survival mode, man, and they're gonna eat each other, man. You already know Jake's out here are wilding. They're gonna turn to robbing and whatnot, stealing. It's not dealing with Jake's, man. It's not too hard to predict what they're gonna do, man. They're just like animals, man. But yeah, people are starting to feel it, man. Society is slowly declining, and the economy side of things is not doing any better, man. So people are struggling left to right, but it's only going to come down to the wire to where people are going to start being in survival mode, and that's when shit gets dire, man. And I'm pretty sure what Trump already said, though. What he already said, he's gonna have the military in place and whatnot. So things are starting to heat up. And we can already see that Trump is gonna start to try to move to that MOTB. You know, there's been rumors that he's gonna start trying to that he's gathering an army, man, to do a dictator takeover, man, next year. You know, so you know it's evident that this place is declining, man, and that people are starting to feel it. You know, America is over and done with, man. You know, and to hell with this place, man. You know, you just get sick and tired of being here, being around these people, man. You know, being around, seeing the same shit every day, man. Different day, same shit, man. You know, and this is I'm gonna get this real quick. This is Habakkuk 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. And what is that vision? And that is talking about all hell breaking loose, man. MOTB being implemented. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai sending his son Yahushai to come back and deliver his elect and place the kingdom upon the heaven. Place the kingdoms like on the earth, man. Place the kingdom of heaven on the earth, man. You know, putting these heathens in subjection, man. You know, so it's all for a appointed time, man. And though Esau tries, because Esau, he knows his kingdom is declining, man, but he tries to prolong it, man. And he tries to prolong it by getting things turned up and then turn the temperature down. One thing it'll be all on the news. It'll be a major breaking news, and then next thing you know, it dies down. Then there's something, and then it dies down. But Esau know his kingdom is on a time clock. Overall, his kingdom is on the time clock, man. And when Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai says enough is enough, man, his kingdom is gonna be cut off, man. You know, and he's gonna be forced to implement that MOTB. He's gonna be forced to come upon the American people in great wrath, man. You know, but yeah, man, we are here, man. We are here in Jacob's trouble, and it's only gonna get worse from here. So I hope this lesson was edifying. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Yakwadash. Double honors to the elders at Jemez, who's pushing this truth out with all truth and sincerity. Shalom.